Hello! Today we will solve a question from the TOEFL reading section. We will practice completing missing letters and finding the correct word. Welcome back to our reading practice series. In this lesson, we are going to tackle a paragraph about ancient history to sharpen your ability to identify missing words based on context and grammar. Let's jump right in and improve your score together. If you are enjoying these lessons, please subscribe to the My TOEFL channel to keep your preparation on track. Join our community of learners and never miss a new video. Let us first look at the opening sentence. To begin, let's read the very first sentence to understand the main topic of the passage. Roman aqueducts are remarkable examples of ancient engineering designed to transport water over great distances. This sentence sets the stage for the entire paragraph. First, notice the phrase, remarkable examples. This tells us that the text is positive and focuses on impressive achievements. Next, we see the purpose of these structures. They were designed to transport water, sauso. This is the core function of an aqueduct. Finally, the phrase over great distances emphasizes the scale of this engineering feat. Understanding these key points helps us predict the technical vocabulary that might appear later. Instead of jumping straight into the blanks, it is often more strategic to gather clues from the following sentences. You might notice that I am skipping the sentences with the missing words for a moment. This is a deliberate strategy. In complete the words tasks, the middle sentences often depend on the context established by the surrounding text. By reading the full sentences at the end of the paragraph first, we build a strong understanding of the theme, which makes guessing the missing words much easier and more accurate. We now move on to the fourth sentence. Let's look at the fourth sentence, which explains why this water system was so important for the people. This reliable water supply was essential for public baths, fountains, and sanitation in large Roman cities. Here, we learn about the impact of the aqueducts. The phrase reliable water supply connects back to the transportation of water mentioned earlier. The word essential is crucial because it highlights necessity. Life in the city depended on this. Finally, the list of public baths, fountains, and sanitation gives us concrete examples of how the water was used, reinforcing the idea of a sophisticated urban society. Let us turn to the fifth and final sentence. Finally, we will read the concluding sentence to see how the author summarizes the legacy of these structures. Many of these aqueducts remain standing today, a testament to the Romans' advanced technical skills. This conclusion brings us to the present day. The fact that they remain standing today proves their durability. The author calls them a testament, which means they are evidence or proof of something great. Specifically, they prove the advanced technical skills of the Romans. This confirms that any missing words related to their construction likely describe precision, care, or high quality. Now let's return to the text and solve the first blank. Blank structures use the force of gravity to carry fresh water. The question provides the letters T and H and contains 3 missing spaces. We need a word that starts with the given letters and refers back to the Roman aqueducts mentioned in the previous sentence. Grammatically, we need a demonstrative adjective here because it points to the noun structures. Since structures is plural, the correct word must be the plural form. Therefore, the answer is these. Moving on, let's look at the second blank in this sentence. These structures use the force of gravity to carry fresh water blank sources. The question provides the letters F and R and contains 2 missing spaces. Here, the sentence describes the movement of water. We are looking for a preposition that indicates the origin or the starting point, as the water is being carried out of the sources. The provided letters suggest a very common preposition used to show origin. The correct word is from. Let's continue to the third blank found in the same sentence. These structures use the force of gravity to carry fresh water from sources blank springs. The question provides the letters L and I and contains 2 missing spaces. The text mentions sources generally and then immediately mentions springs, which is a specific type of source. We need a word that introduces an example or a comparison. With the given letters, we are looking for a preposition that means such as or similar to. The answer is like. Next, we have the fourth blank. These structures use the force of gravity to carry fresh water from sources like springs blank rivers. The question provides the letter A and contains two missing spaces. This blank sits between springs and rivers. Grammatically, we are joining two nouns of the same type together in a list. We need a coordinating conjunction to connect these two water sources. The most common conjunction starting with the provided letter is and. Now for the fifth blank, which completes this thought. These structures use the force of gravity to carry fresh water from sources like springs and rivers blank urban centers. The question provides the letter T and contains one missing spaces. We previously established where the water came from. Now the sentence tells us where the water is going. Urban centers. We need a preposition that indicates direction or destination. The pair from to is a standard structure in English. Thus, the correct word is to. Let's start the next sentence with the sixth blank. Blank engineers. The question provides the letters R and O and contains three missing spaces. This word is an adjective modifying engineers. Since the entire paragraph is about Roman aqueducts, it makes perfect sense that the engineers mentioned here are of the same nationality. The capital letter at the start is also a big clue that this is a proper adjective. The answer is Roman. We are now on the seventh blank. Roman engineers blank calculated the I's. The question provides the letters C, A, R, and E and contains five missing spaces. This word modifies the verb calculated. It tells us asterisk, how asterisk the engineers performed the calculation. Since engineering requires precision, we need an adverb that means with great attention to detail. The provided letters form the base of this word, and we simply need to complete the adverb ending. The correct word is carefully. Let's look at the eighth blank. Roman engineers carefully calculated the blank of the channels to, The question provides the letters G, R, A, and D and contains four missing spaces. The engineers are calculating something specific about the channels to control the water flow. In physics and engineering, the slope or incline of a surface is often called by a specific technical term. The letters provided point towards this term, which refers to the rate of ascent or descent. The answer is gradient. Next up is the ninth blank. Roman engineers carefully calculated the gradient of the channels to blank a constant, and the question provides the letters E, N, and S and contains three missing spaces. This word follows to and is part of an infinitive verb phrase explaining the asterisk purpose asterisk of the calculation. They calculated the gradient to make certain or guarantee a specific result. The letters provided start a verb that means to make sure something happens. The correct word is ensure. And finally, let's solve the 10th blank. Roman engineers carefully calculated the gradient of the channels to ensure a constant and blank flow. The question provides the letters G, E, and N and contains three missing spaces. We need an adjective to describe the flow of water. This adjective is paired with constant using and, suggesting a positive, steady quality. Water in an aqueduct shouldn't rush too violently. It needs to be smooth and not harsh. The provided letters suggest a word that means mild or soft in action. The answer is gentle. Great job working through this text. Remember, in Complete the Words questions, always look at the surrounding words for grammatical clues, such as prepositions that go together or adverbs that modify verbs. Reading the whole sentence helps you predict the meaning before you even look at the letters. Keep practicing this strategy, and I will see you in the next lesson.